Alright, so I'm just going to explain real quick the little differences that you have in yours compared to the one I sent you last week. The one I sent you last week was just an example, so you could kind of get a first look at how the Excel works. The format I sent you was for a couple bodybuilding clients I have, so that's why you saw the main lift and the accessory lift, so that's why it looked a little different. Since we do Olympic lifting and all those other movements, the orders are a lot different. So I changed up the format so it works for CrossFit athletes, Olympic weightlifting athletes, etc. So anyways, charts are the same, perceived fatigue as before, so you just click on that, you'll get your little chart, pick whatever points you think relate most to you. Workout performance, that's afterwards, so if it was really tough, you could barely finish it, 1 for example. Recovery points, remember you give yourself 1 point for each. And that'll be here, you select the chart. And then for nutrition, for this first week, make sure you put in all your calories, protein, carbs, and fats for the first week. So when you save it and send it back to me, I could work off that. So the format's a little different, but pretty much the same. I'm gonna put the exercises here, so I just put as exercise. You have your sets and reps. If you don't have a weight, for example, it says 6 RPE, so 6 RPE is a slight effort, so this would probably be just the bar or just a little more weight than that. Now I want you to put the weight used here, so that's for you and me. So if you just put the bar, you could just put 45 or 20 kilos, whatever you want, and that's just for me to use. That way you don't have to copy and send back, you don't have to write out the workouts and send it back to me and whatnot. Same thing for here, push, press, push, jerk, 7 RPE, so by the time you finish that second push press, you should have 3 reps left in you, and then you knock out that jerk. So the first 2 sets is 3 push presses and 1 jerk, then 2 push presses and 1 jerk. But see how the RPE goes a little bit higher, so you're going to bump up the weight a little bit. Okay, so remember, RPE is a gauge of how hard you're working. Back squat, work up to 1 rep max. We're going to do some testing this week just so we could get some numbers. Don't be upset if your numbers aren't as high as you expected, because remember, we aren't anywhere near peaked. We're not really in a state of being peaked right now for strength. So we're just kind of building up this max chart here. Okay, so as soon as you put this number, as soon as you get your back squat 1 rep max, just go to the max chart, put whatever number you got there. I'll be able to see all this once you save the file and send it back to me. Okay, so in the future, I'll say back squat, let's say 4 sets of 8. You'll have a number here that's a percentage off the max chart here. So you'll have your weights prescribed to you that way. So you'll, I don't know, let's say 100, 110, 130, 140, whatever. So this will be our way of progressing strength. You'll be able to see all the numbers laid out here, but we need the maxes first. So once we get those maxes all in, we'll be able to start using this week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4 column. Alright. After that, the WODs here are at the bottom. Time completed, you could just type it in there. It took you, I don't know, 5 minutes, 7 seconds. I don't know, I'm just making numbers up. But anyways, you could just put that in there, so when you save it and send it back to me, I'll be able to see how fast you did it. Just another example here, the day here, class WOD, then your jog, your cardio afterwards. So I hope this makes sense. So 1 rep, because it's 1 rep is 1 3-position snatch. So high, hang, knee, and then the floor. That's 1 rep. Okay. So 7 RPE. So I don't want it to be insanely heavy. You should be able to be able to do another 3 snatches by the end you're done. By the time you're done with that. Working up to 1 rep max here on the strict press, and then just doing some pull-up work here for the back. If sometimes you'll see me use rest, sometimes you won't. If you're doing strength work, for example the snatches or 1 rep max, things like that, you're probably not going to see me prescribe rest for you, because I need you to make sure you're fully recovered before you do your next set. So it could be anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes depending on what set you're on and how hard it was. So if you don't see me put rest here, it's not because I didn't forget. It's just because I don't want to prescribe fixed rest periods for certain strength work. So if you see the rest there, use it, but if not, don't worry. It's only there for, you usually only see it for assistant work. Let's see what else we got here. I think that pretty much covers it. So yeah, just the WODs will be at the bottom. Make sure you track your weight again, Monday and Thursday. I'll go ahead and delete this number here. I forgot that was still in there. So make sure Monday you put your first weight in there, Thursday morning you put your weight there. This week we're going to do back squat 1 rep max, front squat 1 rep max, and overhead press 1 rep max. I don't want to do Olympic lift yet on the max because we're still working on that technique a bit, and I don't want you to mess with your technique too much yet. We will do maxes soon, but not yet. Other than that, let me change this to body weight. Doesn't make sense there. Oops. Alright, so other than that, I just changed the tab name real quick. If you have any questions with this, let me know. Remember, at the end of the week, what I should see from you is these 3 numbers every day, your nutrition breakdown, and make sure you write down the weight you used in here. Okay, so whatever weight you used, that's where you could type it. Okay, your maxes, make sure you're doing 3 max tests this week. Make sure you plug those in here. Okay, and then save it. Okay, other than that, if you have any questions with anything, let me know. Just send me an email, and hopefully I could clear it up for you. You already got a little sneak peek at the file last week. I didn't expect you to send it back because it wasn't the right format. It was just the bodybuilding format. But now this should work for CrossFit and Olympic weightlifting style. So let me know if you have any questions with anything. If anything looks confusing, always just shoot me an email. Alright? Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.